Forgive an old woman, but I forgot your name. What was it again? Would you mind getting my book from the sleeping quarters? It would spare my bones the trip. It's called Great Voyages. Thank you very much. I've read this old book many times. Seems I find something new each read. And no matter how many times I've read it, it nails it. Are you the adventurer? I'm of it, believe it or not. Around in Eastshade. Maybe I'll tell you all about it sometime. Captain Ilona told me we'll be landing in the lands.
I've never been to Eastshade. I've heard wonderful things about it. Did you know that the people there used to cover their mouths with garments? I've heard that's since gone out of style. Quite a strange fashion fad if you ask me. As long as Eastshade doesn't rock like this ship, but it's the quaint little seaside town we'll be landing in. It's almost there.
That did not sound good.
You've woken. Are you feeling okay? Do you remember what happened? I'm glad your memory's intact. You washed up on this beach just a short while after the ship. One doesn't last long in water this cold. From what I've heard, you were the only passenger missing. The others are... I usually don't take visitors, but in this case I can hardly blame you for floating in unannounced. Only your reason. Don't forget to take it when you leave. Even the frigid tide couldn't bring you to part from it. It must mean a great deal to you. I was about to head into town to share news. You should go there and let me yourself. It's just... I was about to share news of you.
a newcomer. In the future, if you're ever in need of carriage, I said in the future, I won't take you're a new and you've never been to is not so far. And the walk is lovely. Everyone goes for their first time should approach by foot. I won't be the one to cheat you out of an enriching experience. And if it's the cost of the toll bridge you're worried about, know that you would have to pay it whether you're riding with me or not, if it's your first time crossing. My ox is strong, no?
Oh, it's you! You're on the ship. What happened to you? Oh, thank goodness. We thought you were lost. Oh, what a horrible experience. I'm so glad to see you're safe. You to Eastshade anyway. Very adventurous of you. I came to visit my family. You choose a nice cup of tea. This flavor is a bit strong for some people, but the effects can be lifted with a sip of water from your water skin. Our captain is in a terrible state. I suppose that's to be expected. She won't even leave the dock. Perhaps it would console her to know that we all survived. You should speak with her. I lost most of my possessions too, and nothing has washed up. My family lives here in Lindo, so I'll be staying with them. If you find that night is coming and you're in need of a place to stay, you should check the inn. You'll be comfortable. It gets cold around here at night. You shouldn't be out without a proper coat. Oh yes, I saw that from the ship. It looked as if there was a light coming from inside. Could it be a lighthouse? Are you wondering about anything else?
Aren't I good at flying? Thanks! My dad says that I can do anything as long as I put my mind to it!
Who's there? Nika, is that you? You must be one of the tourists. Terrible about the sinking and all that. Glad you're okay. Yada yada, etc. But will you go get Nika, the keeper? I need help. Brilliant. I'll wait. Ugh.
Know that I can do it if I put my mind to it! I can't fly if I don't even try! Everybody, turn around! If If you don't, I'll jump!
Okay. Everyone turn around. I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's time to come down now.
I flew! I can't believe it! I flew!
Of course you did. Glad you're back down. Do that again, okay?
Okay, now that I know I can fly, do it again. Ah!
You must be the traveler from the wrecked ship. Oh, good. Need some visitors every now and then. I wish you would spend more time in town. Rather be alone. Yeah, always keep a full stock of soup and tea to refresh weary travelers. When I was young, I traveled all over this island. I'd love to adventure again one day. Of course he does. And what is it this time? Again? That's like the 8th time. All right then, we'd better go help. Oh, it's really stuck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty stuck.
I think what we need here is some soap. Would you be a dear and fetch some soap from Amin's house? It's just down the stairs and across the courtyard.
Hello there. You, traveller? Soap? Well, certainly. May I ask why? Is he a friend of yours? Ah, well, I should... He's just such a peculiar man. And you know what? I think Lenny is going to have some real issues when he grows up. Well, you him? And I've been hearing coming from home. You imagine he'll be travelling all around this island, being a tourist and all. Perhaps when you get to Nova, you should let the sheriff know about Isan. I think it's only right, you know, for Lenny. Well, it's a small town. If word ever got back to Isan that I was the one that reported him, things might be a little awkward, being such a close neighbour and all. Of course, you're right. I suppose it's a bit selfish of me to worry about a little serious Nava as soon as I get the chance. Right, well, here's some soap. Safe travels.
You have the soap? Well, try this thing then. Here, let me have that soap.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika. Amin? No tuck-up goody two-talon. If you had to deal with what I have to deal with... She just doesn't like me because I'm not. This whole town is stuck up. Them and all their judging eyes. You're just like everyone else in this, coming in here and telling... I know that's what you meant. Just get out. Get out! Get out!
He does it. Do you know your name? Okay, just have to check your protocol when someone gets hit in the head like that. And do you remember what happened? Isan said you provoked Drew? Did he ask you to leave? Did you? Listen, I think I know what's going on here. As an official, I'm obliged to tell you, in the future, like these, never confront the parent, ever. It's most likely they will deny and defend. No good can come of that. If you suspect anything, report it. Don't take it into your own hands. You stay clear of Isan now, and of you. I'll be on my way now.
Hey, you have an easel! Are you an artist? So am I! Do you want to see what I made? Look! It took all day, but I want to make my next one even better. What should I do? But I don't know how to make a canvas. All right! You're a nice artist after all. I know where some are. Follow me.
Did you send a wreath? I've never seen anything like that.
Terrible waste of a good ship.
And it went down so quickly. It's amazing anything out of that.
Now we just need the fabric. I don't know where to find that. Maybe we should ask someone. Let's keep going. So we have everything we need. We can make a canvas from this stuff? Could you paint something? I want to watch a real artist.
We stay busy working this dock. It's hard, but fulfilling for me.
So you've survived too. That means only one of us has been lost at sea. Who? Only the most important one of us all, Annabelle! Doesn't sound... I see. She carries you across the oceans and you don't even learn her name. Annabelle! My ship! My wooden, sea-loving daughter! Killed by the damned reefs when we came into this miserable town. I imagine I'll be spending the rest of my days mourning Annabelle, sitting here, dreaming of a world where she wasn't destroyed and people actually remember her name. Off with you! Trade your life for hers. There's fabric all around us, just look. Or ask that dock worker. Why does everyone think I have something to do with his disappearance? I've never seen him. And what? I don't know. Is that an old Lindau? It's really a terrible place to be stranded. Oh, my ship. Now leave me.
Yes, we've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay and that's what does it. This shouldn't slow down traffic too much though. I'm just glad you all made it. Fabric. We go through loads of it. Here, these lengths are defective for shipping, but will perhaps serve your purposes. I remember playing in there as a kid. The ocean looks beautiful from the top. I wish it wasn't locked up. Can you believe the plan for this city by himself? I'd love to meet. Lindau is a nice port town, although we don't have much to export anymore, aside from bloom sacks. And most of our tourism these days are just people passing through.
Painting is amazing! I want to try. Can I have a canvas? We found enough stuff, right? Yes! I'm going to use this for Miss Nika's painting. She loves art so much. Hey, Miss Nika loves art like us. She always likes my paintings. I bet she'd like yours too. She really likes the eclipse. You should draw her that. Thanks again for the canvas. That place. Every time I go there, I hear weird sounds. And some nights the windows light up. It's kinda creepy. I'm not scared of ghosts, though. He's some really old guy. I'm pretty sure.
Give me some space.
Ah, the travelling artist. That poor man. He had quite a gruff personality, not very sociable, but meant to offend people. Hope he's very happy where he is. I lived there for a few years, working as a baker. I miss the bustle of the city sometimes. Towers like that were used to send fire signals to Nava, but we don't need to do that anymore. It's a bit eerie, but late the other night, I thought I saw lights coming from inside the tower. Oh, it's probably some kids playing a prank. It's a bit more calm than Nava. I think it's quite a nice place to relax. Certainly. Great viewpoint, isn't it? Look, the eclipse is starting. Not a bad show, right? I try to come up here every day. It just doesn't get old for me. Anyway, if you haven't got lodging for the night, feel free to stay at the inn. I'll leave the upstairs for you. Drop in. Don't worry about payment. Wreck survivors stay free. Take care now.
There's nothing like a good book on a day such as this. Actually, books are the perfect way to spend any day. Do you enjoy reading? I'm glad to hear that. Perhaps I can share my favorite book sometime. My favorite books are the ones that inspire me to write myself. How about you? I see. We creatives, me a writer, you a painter, we've got to stay inspired. Best way I've found is to drink many cups of tea. Always gives me a boost. Speaking of writing, if you find any feathers around here, I'd have to buy them. I'm constantly losing my quills. I figure 3 should do it. For now though, I must get reading. I think something fabulously dramatic is about to happen. Is there something else? Lindau used to be right on the river until a mudslide destroyed most of the town. After that, the townspeople relocated to the coast. That building was part of the original town of Lindau. I've heard a ghost has taken up residence inside. If you're interested in an adventure, it's a lovely spot for a nighttime stroll. Many of the folk from old Lindau moved there after the mudslide. The library there is of a historic note. Ah, that would be Azad, a brilliant, brutally honest, and highly misunderstood man. Undoubtedly too curt for his own good. Perhaps that's why many Lindau folk found it difficult to maintain amicable relations with him. Is there something else?
You don't look like you're from around here. I'm the sheriff of the island. Glad to meet you. Anything I can help with? Yes, extremely busy. It's not all about crimes and capers, though it is a... Anything else? Anything else?
Hello there, newcomer are you? Trying to get across the bridge, I guess. I hope you've got the glowstones for it. It's not free, you know. The rule is you pay once and you can use it as much as you'd like. Oh, mate. I catch fish, I cook fish, I sell fish. You know. But mostly what I do here is fish. Sometimes I like to visit town, but not very often. What's all that your car looks heavy? Are you some kind of painter? You know what? Maybe there's a way you can get the glowstones out of me after all. Gazebo in Lindau, real pretty spot. Maybe you've been there. Anyway, I'd like a painting of that view. The gazebo is easy to find. It's just behind the inn. And I want the painting from the gazebo, not of the gazebo. It's the view, not the building, if you get my meaning. Come fish and fighting today.
Come back to me after you've... My ox is strong, no?
Now, looky here, you've gone and painted the gazebo view. Are you willing to sell it? Well, how about that? Got myself something fancy. Do you...
Don't look like you're from around here. I'm the sheriff. Yes, anything else? Anything else?
Thanks, fish aren't biting today.
Aha, my fellow bookworm. Oh, wonderful. Hopefully this is enough to last me a while. Thank you very much. I do hate scouring the forest floor for these. If you find any more, I'll pay you 1 glowstone apiece. Is there something else? Is there something else?
was a boy, merchants came to Lindau with strange spices and soft fabrics. They haven't been back in a long time, though. We mainly get shipments of teas, grains and fabrics, and headwear of the latest fashion, of course. In any case, there's always lots of work to do around here. Lindau's a nice port town, although we don't have much to export anymore, aside from bloom sacks. And most of our tourism these days are just people on the way in or up Nava. Remember playing in there as a kid? Ocean looks beautiful from the top. I wish it wasn't locked. Can you believe he came up with the plan for this city by himself? I'd love to meet him.
You look well. Certainly.
Thanks again for the canvas.
What Isan did to you is downright uncivilized, but I'm not a bit surprised. Oh, I very much doubt that. That man is simply a bad apple. Thank the stars Aaliyah was able to leave with Lenny. I think he'll be much happier with his aunt. Safe travels.
My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly critters. Goodness, that painting of the eclipse is lovely. I bet Sandra put you up to this. Ah, this is lovely. You're too kind. I'm going to hang this in the room upstairs. That's where we all used to live. There was just so much rain one year. Luckily, we had the out before the mudslide. No one got physically hurt, but the whole town was devastated. Take care now. Certainly.
Thanks again for... That place is neat. My mom takes me there sometimes, but I'm not allowed to go by myself.
Only Annabelle is once more. How cruel can this world be? Blasphemy! Have you no sympathy for the broken-hearted? Now leave me be.
My father was a fisher of these oceans, so I've been out on the sea plenty of sea, Mum. Can you believe he came up with the plan for this city by himself? That was the original Lindau. The town got destroyed after it rained every a solid month. The hill just slid away.
What Isan did to you is downright uncivilized. But, oh, that... Safe travels.
Watch your step there. Lots of moving boxes round here. You're looking a little waterlogged. Guessing you just came in off of that ship. Think you even got some seaweed hanging from your ear. Yeah, we all have those days, right? I mean, my dad got in a shipwreck once. He wasn't as lucky as you, though. Oh, no, he's fine. Just lost his leg is all. Now he gets to order us around even more. So, you'll probably be exploring all over, right? Would you do me a huge favor? My brother loves raspberry-filled pastries. Loves them. He can't get enough, but raspberry over here. So, he puts in an overseas order every 2 weeks. It's crazy, really. Now, the thing he hates is grape-filled pastries. I mean, we all hate them, obviously, but he hates them even more. He'd destroy them all if he could, you know? He once saw an old lady eating some, and he grabbed the box in the ocean. It was the craziest thing. Okay, so what I did was fill his raspberry pastry bag with, grape pastries. Can you imagine what he's gonna do when he eats one? He'll go insane! He's always suspicious of me doing something like this, though, so it would be perfect if you could play along and act like you're a, delivery person. So, what do you say? Will you deliver them to him? Perfect! You gotta play the part, though. Really make him think they're raspberry pastries. This'll be great. Here, take these. My brother lives over in Nava, so I'll meet you there in a few days, eh? I'll probably be near the bakery. You just come find me, and I'll point my brother out to you.
I have nothing to say to you. Just get out.
Oh, hello there. Mind the plants underfoot. What can I do for you? I spend a lot of time studying and documenting new plant life. Just yesterday, I believe I discovered a new sort of lily pad. It was destroyed such a long time ago. I was only a child, so I barely remember what it looked like. As far as I know, he left Lindau a long time ago and never returned. Unfortunately, he and I did not get along terribly well. Believe it or not, I'm sure Bojan would care much for the bustle. I like to go walking over there. It's nice air from time. We've got plant and I can import it to your house. Also got anywhere. Plants.
La la la. It is Sakura. I did. But only if you meet the right requirements. My only requirement is that you be my friend. One of my best friends, to be exact. Don't be hasty. We've only just met. Is your favourite colour orange or yellow? I see. Now, if you had to choose between eating slugs or cakes, which maybe I can make you some slug cakes? This next one, if you saw a frog stranded all alone on a lily pad, what would you do? Just because it's normal doesn't mean it's acceptable. I feel as if I have come to know you very well. Would you agree that we can be friends now? Oh, wondrous! Here, now we can sit. You'll need some twine to keep it all together. I don't know how to make that, but Ona has a lot of it. You also need wax, and that's very hard to find. Sometimes there's stale candles, but don't tell Ona.
I overheard your conversation with Bojan. He'll be so excited to have you as a friend. He's a very special individual. There's no one who loves rafting as much as he does. Though he can be difficult at times, he's a kind soul. I appreciate your cordialness. Ah, a blossoming botanist, I see. To start, you'll need some roots. You can find them at the bases of trees. I can show you how to make twine, but it is a process. I see you're a painter. I would so love some artwork in my home. I'm quite partial to sandy beaches. What do you say? If you make me a painting, I'll teach you how to make twine. I look forward to seeing your work. Mind the plants underfoot.
I was about to head to town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. On your way, though.
What a lovely sandy beach you've painted. Would you be willing to give it away for the opportunity to learn? This is splendid. It will be the of my sitting room. Now, here's how to make twine. Mind the plants underfoot.
Where's your raft? Hello, good friends. Where's your raft?
I saw some birds flying around a few nights ago. They were so graceful. I especially like the ones that do this. Ooh, ooh. What a fun way to talk. Ooh. Fancy city folk, but they do buy my pots. Bye now. painted that owl. Can I buy it from you? This is great! Ooh, ooh. Is this too many glowstones? I wouldn't know. I've never bought a painting before. You've got a real ear for birds. Let me know if you ever need anything. Bye now. Ooh, ooh. Fancy see. Ooh, ooh. Bye now.
I'm pretty busy if you couldn't tell. Got all these trails to maintain, tourists to wrangle, animals to nurture, plants to relocate. I'll be lucky if I ever get to take another break in my whole life. Well, thanks. I guess that's nice to hear. Don't see how you could know that. Oh, and I've also got to go rescue a stupid water fox, as if I didn't already have enough work to do.
They're aquatic rodents, essentially. Like to live in watery caves. People think they're adorable, but in my opinion, they're just wretched. My responsibility here is maintaining the trails. That's why I was hired. These water foxes are a huge thorn in my paw, and they distract me from my real tasks. My partner was the one who took care of the water foxes. Now he's gone, and I have no idea to handle these animals. I've been trying to trap one all day. Tried every type of bait under the moon. One of them mangled his foot, and I was trying to administer some salve before it gets infected. To see the world! I don't blame him for that. But he could have at least left some instructions for taking care of these hard animals. I've already wasted so much time trying to catch him. I really can't spend another day on this. I think it's officially a lost cause.
Yeah, he'll probably die. And his kits won't last long without him either. I guess it's sad, but the trails need maintenance.
I'm not really supposed to let visitors get so close to the wildlife, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. The water foxes are living in a cave, not more than 100 paces from me. City folk. It's like they've never seen a trail before, always trampling through the foliage like animals.
By trade, I am a cartographer, but unfortunately, my productivity is down at the moment. I have run out of ink. It'll be a while before my shipment comes in. You're new around here, right? I too could use a map of Eastshade. If you'd like one, I have an extra print here I can give you. But in exchange, I'm wondering if there's something you can do for me. As I mentioned, I'm running low on ink. If you find me 4 inky cap mushrooms, I'll give it to you. Great. I've just put the final touches on your map. I hope it serves you well. See you. Thanks again for the inky caps. A beautiful city, and very straightforward. God, safe travel.
Castrol's providing a warm bed for travelers and tourists for just 2 glowstones a night. Are you in need of a room tonight? You might have met my old friend. She runs the inn over there. We used to get into a lot of trouble together. It's a shiny kind of place. You heading there now? I heard there's an art supplies store. Seems like something you might like.
Such a nice place to relax, this. I come here often, it's a nice quiet place to write music. Hey, do you want to hear my latest tune? It's not easy to play a string instrument with but what I lack in finger ability I can make up for with my fine bird pipes.